Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up.
Here we go.
We'll watch the Orlando Magic in this one as they go up against the Charlotte Bobcats. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Buries the long-range jumper. This matchup should be a tough-nosed affair, Clark. You and I know that. Two exceptional defensive teams facing off before us.
Kevin, that means this is going to be a grind. Both of these teams take a ton of pride in being physical defensively. I wouldn't expect this to be a high-scoring affair at all.
Poked away. Howard with the steal. Here's the closer. And that one is hammered home.
How about the power finish?
And so it's Livingston bringing it up now for the Charlotte Bobcats. It's a 5-point game. Wallace looking for an opening. Here's Bridges. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And it's good. 2 points.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Here's the closer, coming off a solid outing against Miami. And there's the drive, and that one good. The closer's got 10 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
The closer's gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. To the paint, here's Chop, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple. 4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Cloak loose. Collins with it. Bridges covering. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
That's a jump ball.
Here's the closer. He's got 10. There's the 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Looking to stretch things out and using an accurate shot to do so.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Mr. Moves misses. Magic leading by 7. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. They're obviously disappointed with how things are going. Momentum working right now against them.
And right now for the Magic, they're right where they want to be. They're already competing for the top spot. It's going to be a season-long battle, which is exactly what we all anticipated.
Here's Mr. Moves. Waltz. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4 or 5.
As the closer lays it up and in on the nice reverse. The closer's got 18 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
It's tipped, stolen by Collins. There's the closer. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Orlando?
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them. And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. A one-hand hole punch.
Here's the closer. 20 points for him. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Good. Livingston's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Got to convert those chances in tight.
Magic leading by 9. Here's the closer. He's got 22. Hands it from downtown.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Mr. Moves. It's hauled in by the Magic.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Oh, that's tremendous anticipation, timing the block perfectly.
At this early stage of the season, Greg, it seems like a lot of coaches hold back a little bit. What do you think?
Well, you don't want to show all your cards right away. This is a good time to try some different things, save your go-to strategies, and also just experiment with different lineups.
Richardson, he's checked in for the Magic. Reddick comes in for Carter. Steven Jackson checked in for the Bobcats.
Well, you can't overlook any trip to the line. These points could end up making the difference.
Here's Mr. Moves, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
A closer, that's good.
They'll be with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Jock. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Fires from way outside. Reddick with the rebound. Magic leading by 16. Drives to the hoop. There's the closer, and the layup's good off the glass. The closer's got 35 in the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Charlotte calls timeout. So for the Magic, Gortat's checked in for Howard. Collins comes in for the closer, and it's Williams in for Collins. The Bobcats changing it up. Kwame Brown, he's checked in for Jock. Diaw comes in for Mr. Moves, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now here's Waltz. Not a good performance from him in that loss to New Jersey. Outside Collins. And the turnover again by Orlando.
Taking a look at some numbers for Reddick, how he performed last season. And ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique at the line.
And who could defend him last season out there? Defenders tried to body him up, play a little physical, but time and time again, he drilled the 3 anyway. The closer's checked in for the Magic. Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Now here is Augustine. 8 points his last outing, and there it is for him.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plates.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Off the inbound. Gortat with the block.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Magic knocking down the tray. Pass to the closer. There's the triple. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Oh, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Here's Wallace. Gortat with the block.
And an average shot blocker for a center. When Gortat rejects shots, it helps set the tone for the defense. Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Augustine dishes to Bridges.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
A shot by the closer, no good. Bounce pass from Bridges. Augustine finds Jackson. Drills it from outside.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And so it's Orlando holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The three-point shooting has come fast. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
The closers checked in for the Magic. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Bobcats.
They pretty much ignored the corner 3 tonight. It's a useful shot to have. It really forces the D out wide and opens things up in the middle.
It's stolen by Carter. Pass to the closer. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. The closer's got 49 points in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Goes up from the top of the key. Again, the Magic score.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Pass to Bridges. On the wing, Jackson. Shot to stop the run, and it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he usually blocks those kinds of shots. Oh, and he capped that one off with a little something extra, switching hands on the dunk.
He knows how to get some hang time there. Great play.
Yes, he does. He likes the aerial action.
There's the lob to Brown. Collins with it. Steven Jackson covering. Here's the closer. Non-stop scoring machine here. With the shot. And another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Pass to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Magic.
The Magic have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Here's the closer. He's guarded by Diop. The closer, that's good. The closer's got 57 points. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Jackson. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Collins passes to Collins. Driving in, uses both hands to slam it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And there's Jackson on the assist by Augustine. Augustine's got his 5th assist in this one. From downtown, connects again.
And he's inching closer to the mark of 4th most 60-point game ever.
It is so rare to see a player who can dominate a matchup as often as he has in his career. And the basket is good.
A real force to be reckoned with inside. Brown using his height and strength to dominate.
Driving to the basket.
A great job on the assist, scanning the floor and finding that open look.
On the wing, Steven Jackson. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Orlando's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. The closer, and again for 3.
He is unstoppable here. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands GA by himself for 3rd place in most threes all time. Brown's shot is good.
Brown with the finish himself in close, bagging his own groceries that time.
There's the closer, and another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Now, here's Dion. No scoring in this one. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Dion putting some muscle into that finish. The defense played him tough, but couldn't stop him.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Augustine dishes to Bridges. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Gortat's checked in for Howard. Richardson comes in for Collins. J.J. Redick's checked in for Vince Carter. And it's Williams in for Collins. And the Bobcats with the new group in. Sagana Jobs checked in for Brown. Mr. Move comes in for Boris Diaw. Gerald Wallace, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Livingston in for Augustine. Here's the closer. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Greg, the Miami Heat have put together a super team, they're calling it. Is this the future of the NBA?
Listen, relationships are huge, and we know LeBron, Bosh, and Wade became close back in the 2008 games. And I think we will see more guys wanting to play with their friends.
And the Bobcats call time here. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. The Magic in 3rd.
I guess time will tell if they can repeat that level of success from a year ago when they were one of the best long-distance shooting teams in the league.
Gortat with the steal. Richardson with it. Bridges covering. To the middle. Here's the closer. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Pass to Mr. Move. And yes, it's good. Mr. Move's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
The closer passes to Redick. Here's the closer. Connects from three-point range.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Wallace dishes to Bridges. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Oh, that was a battle down low. Advantage to the offense this time.
Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Pass to Mr. Move. Nice move. It's deflected. Here's the closer. He's covered and good. He hits it again.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. And Reddick kicks to Williams. There's the closer. Good! Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Pass to Jop. Here's Mr. Moves. He's guarded by Williams. Mr. Moves misses. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. The closer. It's rebounded by Livingston. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Nineteen seconds left now here in the second. Here's Mr. Moves. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Mr. Moves. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Orlando way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we'll be right back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at the closer in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
You know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Mr. Moves. And it's sent back by Carter. Here's the closer. Puts up a deep 3. And good! There's another.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. With the floater, Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got 6.
The inside D tries to smother him, but he stays strong and wins out in the end.
Here's the closer. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. Good. That's another bucket.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. The Bobcats shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. With the drive, Carter pulls it in.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And again.
He's just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. Livingston passes to Waltz. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wallace has got his third basket of the night.
He had to battle for that lay-in. Excellent, tough defense, but he found a way to get it down anyway.
It's stolen by Livingston. Fast break, here they come. Here's Mr. Moves. Misses the layup. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's the closer, and got it! Another basket.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight. Here's Livingston. Yep, that one goes. He's got 8.
You know, his length gives him an advantage over a lot of other point guards in this league.
The Magic have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Talk about being focused. Nothing is going to distract him on offense.
Knocks it loose. And now here comes Collins leading the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. On the wing, Bridges. Shot kicks to Livingston. And the 3 ball is good. Livingston's got 11.
Boy, they got a clean look there.
Here's the closer. Hits it. And one.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. And that one's good. Chop.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Charlotte's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Here's Mr. Moves, defended by Carter. Here's Wallace. Drains the three-pointer.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Here's the closer. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Wallace. And it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball. Out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Charlotte making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Mr. Moves. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Sean Livingston. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Wallace, good. Wallace has got 8 points here in this quarter. Wallace has gone 5 of 7 from the field. That's over 71% actually. Wasted no time on that one.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Here's the closer. Wallace covering. That bucket in no time at all. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Magic?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Collins. Here's the closer, and he jams it with authority.
And how about the look at the midair theatric switching hands before the slam?
Wow, added just a touch of class to that throwdown.
Boy, that was a bit risky because it's easy to lose control of the ball that way, but he knew what he was doing.
Here he goes, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball Fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Richardson, he's checked in for Collins. Reddick comes in for Vince Carter. And it's Williams in for Collins.
Throwing a haymaker. He wants to make them feel it.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Bobcats. 1:25 left to play here in the third. It's deflected. Here's the closer. He's guarded by Diaw. The closer. Yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Charlotte's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. Lighting it up here. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Steven Jackson on the wing. Drills the three-pointer. Jackson's got 12 in the game.
You could see he was prepared to fire the moment he caught the ball.
Here's the closer. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Ball is with a screen on Williams. Now here is Augustine. He's covered closely. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half. You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a...
Oh, wow!
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And so it's Orlando with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Well, Greg, I know we're still early in this decade, but which franchise do you think is best positioned? Oh!
Man. And he's a skilled and willing passer. Vince gets to his teammates on time and on target.
Charlotte shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Jackson with it. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Augustine against Collins. Augustine passes to Brown and finished off by Brown.
Brown rising up and throwing it down, going all out.
Pass to the closer. And again, it's Orlando converting.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, they've been clearly the better team.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Wow! We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
The Magic have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter.
In a game? Are you serious? Did he just pull that out?
Bobcats have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul. And this summer, Greg, a lot of big-name free agents moving around.
And, Kevin, we saw the Knicks make a big move for Amari Stoudemire and Carlos Boozer going to the Bulls. So some musical chairs at that power forward spot.
Mr. Move checked in for Dunleavy. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And it's good for 2.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
For Charlotte, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Down low, kicks it out to Collins. There's the closer. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Pass to Mr. Moves. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's good on the way in. 9 points for Mr. Moves.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
A closer, that's good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Brown kicks to Jackson. Fires the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
There's the closer. Lays it up and banks it in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For Charlotte, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Brown's shot is good.
And I love how Diaw watches the floor. If a better option presents itself, he is ready to find it. This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Here's Mr. Moves. He started by Collins. Stolen by Collins. Pass to the closer. Got a piece of it. Diaw with the steal. Jackson from long range. And Kwame Brown picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. The defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bobcats. Sagana Jop's checked in for Brown. Wallace comes in for Boris Diaw. And it's Livingston in for Augustine. This one for 3. Good! Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
The Bobcats have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Off target at the rim. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Orlando. There's the closer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Picked him clean. Buries it down low. Jackson's got 26.
And he's been big in this game, imposing his will on the offensive end.
There's the closer. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Jackson passes to Livingston. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Livingston. Livingston's got 5 assists tonight.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Mr. Moves passes to Jackson. Here's Mr. Moves. 11 feet out, and he hits it. 11 points for Mr. Moves.
And that's an owner's manual possession to get them a good look there.
Here's the closer. Good, he hits again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Charlotte's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And in a 2-game season series, you always want to take charge of game 1, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Bobcats.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the closer.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Now, here's Livingston, defended by Carter. And the rejection by Collins. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's the closer. Another one goes. Incredible.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Now Livingston. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a